We're going to talk about what I've learned over the last 40 years living here on the Central Coast, California. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to see you here. If this is your first time clicking through, I am so happy to see you. I can't wait to share as much as I can about the Central Coast, California. My name is Verenice. I'm a local real estate broker here on the Central Coast. I grew up here, raised my kids here, and I'm still here. So I want to share as much about it as I can to help you figure out if this is a place for you or if you're just trying to get a feel for the area in general. So we're going to dive right in. What is it that I have experienced in my over 40 years of living here on the Central Coast, California? So the Central Coast is right in the middle of California, between Los Angeles and San Francisco. And it's a very unique hidden gem, which in the last couple of years has been discovered by many of the areas that are more higher density that were looking for a sweet spot here in California that they could move to or retire to, or whatever it was in their lives, they found the Central Coast, California. So what I've discovered as a longtime resident here, the first thing is that you are kind of isolated from the rest of what's going on in the state. So what I mean by that is we're kind of in this little perfect little bubble that really keeps you from everything else out there, as far as, higher traffic areas, higher populated areas, and just almost like the keeping up with the Joneses attitude doesn't really come into our area. So those are types of things that I really find interesting, that we're kind of isolated from that kind of California lifestyle or city lifestyle that you may experience. So I'm very isolated. I feel like I've been very sheltered from a lot of the things that go on, not only in California, but in the world, because we're in this little cove of paradise. So I feel very fortunate. And then also sometimes I'm not as experienced, because this area is just somewhere I've grown up and lived and only know. So it's just been one of those areas that just kind of keeps you isolated from everything else that's kind of going on in the world. It's very special. Another interesting factor that I've noticed over the years is that our traffic here is so different from everywhere else in the state of California. So if you look at the other areas, I've talked about this before, the infrastructure of our freeways and our roadways is very minimal. So we have Highway 101. If you look at maps of the Los Angeles area, San Diego, up north, Sacramento, the Bay Area, San Jose, those areas, they have heavier traffic and a lot of roads to go through. And here it's just kind of been really pretty easy peasy. We have Highway 101, we have some finger roads, and a couple of other main highways, obviously the iconic Highway 1 that hugs alongside California, alongside the ocean. So it's just like our traffic here has been very sheltered too. It's interesting, you come to a four-way stop, everybody's looking at each other, and it's like, okay, you go, no, you go, no, you go. It can be annoying to some that are just like wanting to get somewhere, but we're just a lower paced kind of traffic area. So when I tend to go to the city or have to go through LA or, either direction to the more higher traffic areas, it's very stressful. So again, there's that kind of isolated area that I've been able to live in. And because of that, the traffic is really interesting here, where it's, a 5-car pileup or, having some cars behind you. It's just really minimal compared to other areas. So our traffic is, very different. We're not zipping through. You can always tell when there's the tourists are here, or we have a big event going on in town, or in neighboring areas. I mean, people from out of town just are whizzing through, trying to make their way around everybody on the highway, because there's only one way to go, and You can just tell when there's people from out of the area that are trying to make their way through. So our traffic is very different from other parts in California. Again, just the 101, all that. One of the main things that I really have enjoyed over my last 40 years of being here in the area is honestly the landscape. Like, you just never get tired of what we have around us, from the beaches, the hills, the mountains, the bays that we have, the lakes that we have. Our landscape here is just phenomenal. To be able to enjoy, over 300 days of the year in the 70-degree climate, mostly stable, air conditioning is mostly in North County. So enjoying that climate most of my life this way, I feel like I've been very blessed and very spoiled, if you will. It's almost a very spiritual thing to be able to walk alongside the ocean, the beach, from where my office is to, you pass Grover Beach and then Pismo Beach. I can take a walk, about a 6-mile walk, and it is just like incredible. It's just phenomenal to see the hills and the birds and just all the trees that we have, and just be able to do that like most of the days of the year. That's just something that how do you put a price on that for the quality of life? I mean, it's pretty amazing. Okay, friends, so if you want to keep getting this information, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, it helps other people find this information. And then leave me a comment and let me know what you want to hear. Another thing that I've come to the conclusion of that I find pretty interesting is that this area that I've been able to enjoy as I moved here in 2nd grade, grammar school, went to Paulding Middle School in Arroyo Grande, and then I was an Arroyo Grande alumni in 1999, graduated in 1990, is that, no matter what phase of my life that I've grown up here, it's just accommodating, so this is an area that most people can move away and then want to come back, or there's some people that find it just too slow. It's San Luis Obispo slow lifestyles, the slow life. There's a reason for that, because it's just really mellow. Again, I feel like we have that little isolation from the city life, and so it doesn't suit everybody, but I have found it to, in whatever chapters of my life that I've been through, it can accommodate it all, as you're growing up as a kid. Even if you want to go to college, we have, the community colleges, we have Cal Poly, so you can enjoy the college life here. Definitely as you're raising a family, or if you're just a young professional that likes the outdoor lifestyle, like it would accommodate that. And then most importantly, we are a retirement destination or second home destination. That's a very big part of our housing and the lifestyle here. So again, it's just really cool to know that this is a place that can facilitate, all that, no matter what chapter in your life. And again, I was married and divorced. I've been single and married in the area, and it's been able to accommodate those different chapters in your life. So I just love it so much, and I just wanted to share as much as I could with you as far as where are you in your life. Take a look at different areas that might suit your needs and the next chapter. All right, friends, so the only way that I can help you find that sweet spot here on the Central Coast is you've got to reach out. You got to give me a call, text, email, day, evening, weekends. It does not matter. I've grown up here, and I want to share as much about the area that I can to see where it is that's best for you. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.